All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rahakwadash. Also, I want to give double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who I learned this truth from, and peace and love towards the Lord's hopeful elect. Back at it with another epistle for balance, kind of fun and lighthearted, man. You know, we got to deal with balance. Can't always be hella serious all the time, 24/7, even though this is serious time. So I just came across this video concerning how our oppressors envy us. They want to be us, but nobody, all these goddamn nations on the earth, man, talk about us like we're damn dogs. Not saying that they're not justified, because our people are acting a fool, man. But they want to hijack our quote unquote culture and never give us any reverence, you know what I mean, as decent people, or the creators of this, or that, hey, we're doing this because y'all made it look good.
Time for cultural appropriation. Now, as you can see in this video, it is a sorority. I think it's Kappa Kappa, no black people, Kappa Psi. There's these white chicks. They're in a sorority, and they're doing, it's a bunch of girls doing the routine. It's very black, the routine is. Very black. The music's very black. Man, somebody get the rough cop. Man, somebody get some help. Pull up on the block. Listen, I understand. That's the music of our time. I totally get it. I totally get it. But you don't even have any black members. Not even Latin. Not even light-skinned black people. You don't even have albinos in there. It's a very, very white sorority. But the music is very black. It's very amazing how a lot of white people will be like, especially in these little clubs, but they'll be playing the blackest music. You go to like a a private golf club where they have any blacks, but they're playing Motown all day, like that. Or some of these restaurants that don't really have a lot of black people, they're playing that jazz all day, they don't need black people around, but if you come with a beat, we want it. That's right. I love the troll. It's great. I love trolling because I love it, because it's funny to me, And I even put in the comments my emoji. I went like this. And I also sent a boo. Yeah, I had to. It was just annoying. Sometimes it makes my ass itch. You know that. I just want you to get mad and talk, because it is annoying. Stop. Why couldn't you play another song like, we're not gonna take it? No, we ain't gonna take it. Capasai.
It's hilarious. Now, when we try to keep it spiritual, like to check the temperature of the people, via these comments, man. And our people are fed the hell up with this pretending shit. Now, I had did that camp, and I went into about like how Eve wore that blonde weave. Imitation is the greatest form of flattery. Well, look on this side, man, with the so-called white girls. Eve, they wanna look like you. They want the bodies. They want the moves. You know what I mean? They want the men. What you gonna do about it, Eve? You better cleave on to Yahweh, Hashem, and Hawashah, because it's getting ready to go down. My question is for these Edomites, both male and female, that cleave on to our culture completely, have no connection. And that's from the Lord. That's from Yahweh, Hashem, and Hawashah, man. The Lord has poured the spirit out on these little Edomites, these younger Edomites, to not cleave onto that ancient hatred that they had. Now, it may be some deep shit that'll come up later, but for right now, they don't have no connection to that Make America Great shit. All they see and all they have seen since they've been on the earth is black people acting in their folly, in their mirth and folly, man. So they follow that shit, man. It says, let me read some of these comments so we can check the temperature of the people. Notice, and I love this top comment here. Notice, you don't see these sorority girls ever doing any other dances attached to any other ethnicities. Absolutely not. Every time you see these folks on a large scale, on a large scale, it's always our culture. And it's every fucking nation doing it. You know how the Hamites, and they be so late. When you see them videos of Hamites, so-called Africans, it's like they are just now catching up to the year 2000. These niggas still wearing jerseys and big ass clothes and shit like that, man. Trying to be like Jake though, right? You know how the so-called Asian folks is. Now we understand confusion of face, and a lot of our people are mixed among them. But come on, man, these people want to be us. Why are we gonna bring it out? We're the salt of the earth. But it says, notice, yeah, salsa, merengue, the haka. If I said that right, Bollywood, river dance, Chinese or Japanese traditional dance, etc. No, it's always hip hop type of dancing that you see. Like Buddy was going into. What happened to that? We're not gonna take it. Shit. Oh, it's gone. You don't have no culture because we have been, the secret has been revealed unto the Lord's servants, the prophets. We know that your true culture of an Edomite is just to kill, steal, and destroy. It ain't you don't have no true salt. That's why you're cleaving on to ours. It says, yet if black women did this, it would be ghetto. Absolutely. Now, our women are the F out of order. They are, doing these gyrating ass type of sexual type of dances all over the earth. And that shit is quote unquote ghetto. That shit out of order, man. But when they do it, the so-called white girls, you'll never hear nobody talking shit about them. Oh, they ghetto. Oh, they need to sit the hell down somewhere. Whoop de whoop de whoop, man. Again, what the hell are they gonna do when the race wars pop off? The Lord said He didn't come to bring peace on the earth, but a sword. So all these Edomites, both male and female, what side are they gonna take when the race wars pop off? Nation against nation. You're gonna have to go home, man. You're gonna have to cleave onto your own nation, which is gonna further promote that spirit of division amongst the Edomites. The scriptures speak about Egyptian against Egyptian, right? Love the culture, but hate the creators. Want the rhythm, but not the blues. Absolutely. Want, and even spiritual, right? Like you starting to speak spiritual. The ones that want to claim to be Israelites, man, they want the reward that comes with being an Israelite. They want the protection. They want the reverence that comes with being the children of Yahweh Shemashah. But they don't want the blues. They don't want the judgments, man. Just like Esau Edom, and he trying to duck this going into captivity thing, man. They don't want the blues, but they want the rhythm. They want the play. They want the folly. They don't want to labor for Yahweh Hashem Shah. They don't want to take the law. They don't want to pay for their transgressions, man. Everybody on this damn earth except the Lord's people are a bunch of pretenders. And right now, what the Lord say, or who the Lord say was His family? All right, those that do the will of His Father, Yahweh. All right. Mayonnaise strikes again. They hate black people and say we're ghetto, but they copy everything my black people do. Make it make sense. I can't. We can't. Everybody want to be black, and they mean Israelites in our glory. Everybody want to be an Israelite in their glory. Until it's time to be an Israelite, meaning when until it's time to get persecuted, till it's time, to be a nigga. That's what I'm saying. You're gonna have to, because we really is that. We really is that. You see, I can't even talk, right? You know what I'm saying? Country, we've been in captivity. Yeah, we really is that. Black and brown people, so called. What about you pretenders though? See, my mom, my daddy, all them black so-called great grandma, all that go through the line. What about you pretenders? You Edomites that's pretending to be us, man. You're going to have to cleave onto your nation. Guess what? Thus saith Yahweh Shema Shai. Or you could try to cleave on to the Israelites during this time of great tribulation, and then your own people are going to rise up against you because you sided with us. So there's that spirit of division that the Lord said He came to bring upon the earth. Either way, you Edomites are done for. You're compromised, and we're laughing at you. You copied us. You can have, let me tell you, idiots, man. Our people, once they get their shit together, boy, and most of them ain't gonna get their shit together till they burnt up and reborn in the kingdom, man. But you'll be told, man, y'all can have everything that we gave y'all on this earth. The Jordans, the basketball. Y'all can have all that shit. The dances, the music. Y'all can have this shit. We're getting new things, man. We're going to create new music. We're going to have garments that you'll never put your greedy ass hands on. You'll never stomp in what we finna stomp in. And when we get to this kingdom, so you can have it. Have the fucking hip hop dancing in the routines, you Edomites, goofy asses. I can't stand this shit. We already got PTSD from our fucking women twerking and dancing and gyrating all over the earth. The last thing we need to see is y'all pretending to be that. Fun fact, I saw them do the hit them folks. Y'all know the brothers in Columbus, Georgia, man. You know, like I said, we from the area, man. I've lived all over Georgia. Hey, that dance was created by our we nobody. I used to dance and shit for sure, for sure. I used to be in dance groups, all that for sure, for sure. Yeah. Little Buddy made that up. He was a kid then when he made it up, man. We see him around town, right? And talking like folks talk from Georgia. Hey, hit that shit one time, Little Buddy hit that shit. And it eventually went into a hit them folk one time. And now you got white people all across the planet doing it. You got so-called Chinese people. And that shit an old dance, but I mean they're doing it. All right. They're doing it. Late to the party ass looking ass, right? Late to the party looking ass. Y'all are so late to the party looking ass. Like, man, I was in personal trainer school, man. I had an Edomite call himself, I don't know what y'all call it, janking, roasting, whatever you call, getting on somebody. So I'm in personal trainer school, man. I got on like whatever the fuck I want to wear. White boy say, white boy trying to get on me and say you got on 3 different name brands. I really didn't have nothing for him, you know what I mean? I just looked at him crazy like, you're a clown. You so late to the party. What you think you fresh, my guy? Let me tell you something, my guy. We was skipping school in middle school to get no Air Force One that you got on your feet, white boy. Yeah, we done skipped school. You ain't never did that. You ain't never skipped school and been snuck in the back door at Foot Locker during the hype of the Air Force One craze, boy. You're a pretender. You're a copier. You're late to the party trying to make old ass jokes about, well, I can do this. I can wear 3 different name brands, so-called white boy, because when you're a creator of the culture, you can do what the fuck you want. You got on the outfit that I had from middle school, boy. Yeah. Yeah. Goofy. It's just enough is enough, man. But I mean that's pretty much it. A fun epistle, but let me bring out some precepts. This is Matthew chapter 5 in verse 3. Here's the point of it all. Ye are the salt of the earth. Who? You Israelites, so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, as well as you speckled bird Israelites. That means you're the flavor of the damn earth, and you see that. And I did an epistle the other Wednesday, and I went in about our women and how they pretend to want they want to look like their oppressor with the blonde hair specifically, because imitation is the greatest form of flattery. Once again, look at the white girls. They're flattered. They want to be y'all. So just keep that in mind. We are the salt of the earth. That's that salt manifesting, man. And we at the bottom and they still copying us. It shows you they have no quote unquote salt themselves. They have no culture. Well, they do have a culture to still kill and destroy. But these younger Edomites, they don't cleave onto that shit. The ones that born in like 2000. Yeah, so if you were born in 2000, you gotta be 26 this year, right? That's crazy. So yeah, anybody born in like 2000s and up, all they have seen is our people playing around, prospering, NBA, NFL, hip hop, rap, Bad Girls Club, Housewives of Atlanta, all this shit. That's all they have seen, man. They don't know nothing about that old Make America Great Again, America bullshit, man. I'm talking about these young Edomites. They have completely cleaved onto our people, attached them. They trying to attach themselves to us. Ain't gonna work though. When the Lord put the spirit of division on the earth like we've never seen it before, you're gonna have to either cleave on to your own people or come with us, but your own people gonna unalive you. Egyptian against Egyptian. The Bible speaks about these things, man. It's gonna be chaos in these streets, and all this pretending to be us ain't gonna work out well for you at all. But if the salt have lost his savor, and it has, because we've been wicked, man. All right, we supposed to be above these other nations on the earth, but instead we use that salt that we're always gonna have, even in our captivity, for wickedness. So instead of getting together and giving glory in more of a praise dance type of dancing, what do you see? Twerking and sexual gyrating. Most of the dances our women do is like some type of sexual weird hip movement type of shit. Lost that salt, man. I mean, the salt is there, but it ain't at its full flavor. Okay, and it's because of transgressions, man. It's because of wickedness. Okay, wherewith shall it be salted? It is thenceforth good for nothing. That's going into the 2/3 of the nation of Israel. They're good for nothing. See, we're utilizing our salt for good. Brothers have different talents, etc., different vibes and all that, and we're using it for the glory of Yahweh Bahashim Shah. but to be cast out and to be trodden underfoot of men. So that's 2/3 of the nation of Israel. They're gonna be trodden down, and it goes for the pretenders that want to cleave onto this bullshit. Oh, I pray to Yahweh Hashem Shah that the Lord completely give the Edomite little boys, little dudes over to what we went through. Put the curses upon them, Lord. Babu Kusha, right? The whole gang banging, busting at the ops, sliding 3 o'clock in the morning, right? Y'all niggas don't, you not talking about you white folk, y'all don't know nothing about that. I promise you, I know something about that in the neighborhood. In my neighborhood, boy, between the year 2021 to 2023, just in my neighborhood alone, I live in a subdivision, bro, not that big and not that fucked up at all. Pretty decent looking neighborhood. We had what, one, two, maybe like 4, 5 murders. Yeah. What you know about that? Going or pulling out your driveway 7 o'clock in the morning. They done shot a boy. He laid out about 3 houses down from me. What you know about that, E? You pretender, may Yahweh Shema Shai give y'all over to that since y'all want to cleave onto the music, all that demonic ass unalive, we didn't, music that our people make, and Esau Edom want to listen to it and rap it and go to the gym listening to rapping, hip hop and all that shit and saying the lyrics. The Lord gonna give you over to that shit. He gonna give you over to it, cause what you punk ass motherfuckers don't seem to understand is there's a lot of truth, y'all are in those words that, yeah, it's wicked and they shouldn't be like boasting in it, but it is true hurt and pain, man. Starting with NWA, but it's just speaking the truth, and then of course Esau Edom got involved and made and pushed all the bullshit out, but they was doing the whole reality rap to telling you about police brutality, what's happening in the hood, how our women are, all this. But of course, through the process of time, now you see it's an absolute mess. I did a quick AI search, right? Having a little fun. Did any nations in the Bible envy the Israelites? And we know who the Israelites are, the so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, right? It says, yes, of course, we know that, man. Several nations in the Bible envied, resented, and grew jealous of the Israelites. It says, due to their rapid population growth. So that's manifested now. Are there the people, if they know for sure, or if they just got that funny feeling that our numbers are greater than them, man. They see that, so they're jealous. They're scared. They don't want us to rise up, man. Okay. Military victories. I just revisited the Tuskegee Airmen. All right. They don't like that shit. They don't like them pilots, giving it up like that and having them, just like the men in the military period, especially in special operations, Black Navy SEAL, Green Berets, all that shit. I was in special operations through the Spirit of Power, Yahweh Shema Shah. They don't like that. They don't like that. And distinct divine blessings. Absolutely. They don't like that. Just like the true prophets are out on the highways and byways. That's why this persecution is getting ready to come, because the elite know we're telling the truth. They know it's some real deal prophets on the earth from Yahweh Shema Shah, and it's a sign of their kingdom coming to an end. Their rulership. It says the Philistines, the Canaanites, all the way back into the Hamites, the Edomites, right? Descended from, and we know who the Edomites are, the so-called white people, all right? They hate us. Descended from Jacob's twin brother Esau. Edom held a generational grievance and deep-seated envy over Israel, inheriting the birthright and divine covenant. Once again, we teach this. The Lord has revealed his secret unto his servants, the prophets. So we know, starting with the elite, they know. But these little Edomites born in, later on in life, they don't have no damn spiritual connection to that hate. All they see is our people looking good. All they see is your men, Eve. They want your men. Okay. They want our dance skills. They want our body. They want our abilities. They want our mind. See, that's one thing that's not being exhibited too much on the earth right now. Intelligence only from the prophets. That shit been over with. Like in the early 2000s, We grew, school education was held in such more high regard here in Mystery Babylon the Great. They took themselves so much more seriously. I remember all the educational program that was on television back in the 90s. Good gracious, PBS. I used to watch all that. I'm a late 80s baby, 90s kid, man. Do y'all remember 365 Black, the McDonald's campaign? Well, yeah, where's all that shit? It's all, man, it used to be so much more serious. You know what I mean? That you would see in so-called black, and then I'm talking about Black History Month and all that shit, but they did, right? And you would see it on television. They would have these programs and during Black History Month. Now that shit just come and go. You know what I mean? I guess they do the Juneteenth thing. I don't know. I don't know, man. It ain't got nothing to do with serving y'all Bashim Al Shah. That's the point. It says, yeah, in the book of Obadiah. Let me get that. And I'll leave it at that, man. Just a fun epistle, man, for balance, right? Just seeing how these people they want to be us, but they don't want to reverence us. That's pretty much the point of the epistle. All these nations, man, the so-called Africans, look how late they be catching up with our culture of the true Israelites. They look like us, sure, they got dark skin and kinky hair, but they're not us. So you see them with clothes on from the early 2000s, throwback jerseys and big ass clothes, listening to 50 Cent. Like, y'all just not catching up. That's that salt of the earth. They want to be us too. Even our brothers and sisters, both, I'll just leave it at the wicked. Even our brothers and sisters that don't live in Mystery Babylon the Great. You see, we teach these things. The bulk of our people came over here, especially the Southern Kingdom, So you see, like, the UK rappers, and that shit be garbage. They sound crazy. That shit garbage. Yeah, we don't like none of that. Nobody can do it. Y'all better leave that hip hop rap shit to us over here in Mystery Babylon the Great, cause y'all trash. Anywhere else on the earth, ain't nobody trying to hear that UK rap, weak ass UK shit, boy. Get it out of here. That shit trash. But again, that's that salt of the earth. And the reason why I say that, because a lot of our, I say the bulk of, especially that Southern Kingdom, and Judah, the head tribe. So a lot of that music come from Judah. The Northern Kingdom can't get down on that rap and hip hop like the Southern Kingdom. They can probably do that reggaeton and that salsa shit. I ain't downplaying that or nothing. I don't listen to it, but they can't do that hip hop and rap shit. If you name all the Latino rappers, they can't fuck with Jake. Like, no disrespect to the Northern Kingdom, man. Love the true brothers. But let me get this in the book of Obadiah and 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee. So getting a little serious now, going back to Esau eating the white man. Hey, he took this place by violence, man. He covered fields. The scriptures speak about this. So the Lord is going to pay a recompense to this man. So because of that violence against the Israelites, shame is going to cover you, Esau. And we're going to see that shame happen more and more every day, because it's happening now. Even that what they're doing is shameful, because it's not your culture. You're copying the so-called black people, and we thought y'all was supposed to be running shit. Why are you copying us? Where's the Stacy's mom type shit like Buddy was saying? Rock out. Where's the rock and roll? Where's the country music? Remember country music, television, VH1? They was jamming. Don't get it twisted. Just because we're the salt of the earth, it doesn't mean that other nations can't make decent music. We would all be liars if we said that these white people haven't made decent music too. I listen to like Maroon 5 and shit like that. Yeah, sometimes they make decent music, man. Doesn't change the fact that they're going into captivity, that we're still the salt of the earth and they're still copying us. That's the whole point. It says, and thou shalt be cut off forever. And that's pretty much the point, man. Hey, judgment is finna come to the nation of Esau, Edom, 2/3 of the nation of Israel as well. We gotta cleave on to Yahweh Shema Shah, trust the Lord, and just trust the process. The Lord is revealing all these things to his secrets, to his servants, the prophets, man. So now we see these Edomites and their envy, but really, really obsessed with us. They're obsessed with us. We're obsessed with going home. That's why we talk about y'all. We're not obsessed with y'all, Esau. We're obsessed with going home. And the Lord has commanded us to speak truth. So we must do that. Y'all are obsessed with us, though. That's why our name always in your damn mouth. All right, so it's a pretty, like I say, a fun epistle for balance, man. I won't always be so serious. So with that, we just gotta hold on, trust in Yahweh Shema Shai to restore us, so we get our full savor back, that full flavor or that salt. And it's the only gonna be given to us once we're changed, receive those new bodies, man. Once we're reconciled with Yahweh Shem Shah fully, then we can stunt forever. Then we can dance all over the earth forever. You know, wear that, put that shit on, as they say, forever and all eternity. And these other nations will envy us. Eventually, the nation of Esau, Edom, will be eradicated after he serve out his captivity in the kingdom of heaven. All right, but those other nations, man, they're gonna envy us, you know, in righteousness forever. They'll never be able to catch up, man. So with that, shalom.